Hey everyone, how is everyone doing today? Is everyone having a fantastic day? So I wanted to hop on here real quick and talk about why does it seem like things never change, right? So like for myself, like I don't know about you guys, but I go through this all the time, and it's funny because sometimes I wonder why, but now I really understand why. And I hope this can help all of you and help you understand why you guys go through the same issues as I do. So that issue is, for one example, is working out, right? I've been wanting to get my old body back forever now, since I was pregnant with my son. And it's been a challenge. I mean, it's been really hard. It's interesting because I look back and I go through these modes, and I'm sure some of you who've been following me and have been looking at my posts over the years have seen my random times where I have a 3-month or 2-month spurt where I'm I'm hitting it hard, get in the gym, get my body back. And then guess what? I go right back to not doing it, and I kind of fall off of social media for a while, and then I come back, and it's kind of like this vicious cycle. But why is it? Why is it that I can't? And that we all seem to not be able to do those things, right? Do those things that we really want. In this case, being working out and getting my body to where I want it to be. And to be healthy. Really, for me, it's more about being healthy and being fit and, being strong and confident in my body. And it's not about not being confident in it now. It's I just know my standard of where I want to be. And that's where I need to be. And I need to be in a harmony with who I am, right? And everyone does. And to be healthy and to feel that energy and excitement every day. And so many times, if we're not working out, we're not taking care of our bodies, and we're not feeding and fueling ourselves the proper nutrition, we tend to get, pretty stuck. I mean, the way we do one thing is the way we do all things. So if we're treating our body poorly, what else are we treating poorly? What else are we neglecting? What else are we not putting that time and energy into? Right? So the reason why I've continued to go into this cycle, this pattern, is because of my habits, my habitual patterns in my belief, my underlying programming belief. And that programming, then, because for so long I haven't been working out, I haven't made a habit out of working out and taking care of myself and eating right and doing these things. I've had a habit of eating poorly. I've had a habit of not doing the things that is beneficial for me. And so therefore, I continue to self-sabotage, right? So I will go, because I stay focused, right? You stay focused, you have your goal, you're going after it, you're doing it, and then guess what? You start not seeing results, or you have someone say something, or something comes up, and then you find an excuse not to do it. And all of a sudden you get out of it, and then all of a sudden, before you know it, it's been a couple months, and you're like, dang it, what happened? I was on such a roll. Why did I stop? And it's because of your habitual habits and your behavior. If we stop focusing on what it is we want, and we allow the outside to distract us, or outside circumstances to deter us, or because we look in a mirror and we say, oh, I don't see any results yet, just because you don't physically see them doesn't mean they're not happening. They're still happening. There's still changes. You're still working on yourself, and you're still growing. If you are continually taking action towards the things that you desire, so in this case, me and my fitness, then you will be able to achieve it, right? So right now, I'm okay, so now that I've gone through this whole thing and been going back and forth and getting fit, not getting fit, right now, so for those of you who don't know, I'm pregnant. I just found out I'm pregnant. I'm due in the spring, and I'm really excited about it. But you know what? The first time I was pregnant, I went from a solid 135, pretty much all muscle, to weighing just under 200 pounds. And that was a really, really hard thing for me. I went through a really dark time. I was really depressed. The whole entire pregnancy was all by myself. My husband was away in training. And it was hard. And so I started eating myself to weight gain, and to not be who I was. I wasn't working out. I wasn't doing these things. So this time, I'm like, okay, I am not going back and I'm not doing and not living that life that I was living before. I choose now to decide that I don't want to live that life. I want to live this life, a healthy life, a active life, and a life where I feel good all the time. I have energy all the time. I'm creating, I'm growing, because don't neglect parts of your life. We have to focus on all of our life, not just the little bits. Hi, Alan. And not just the little things. Because if we neglect the little things, it trickles into everything, right? In our health, so like health, wealth, and self. Those are like the three big things. And so self being like personal development, personal growth, wealth being like your finances and growing and creating and either going up in rank or being or how you are exchanging your time or energy for money, right? Whether you're having that money work for you or whether you're working for that money. It's always up to you. I mean, if it's personally for me, I like to have my money work for me. I mean, of course, everyone wants that, right? But we may not know how, but it's okay. You don't need to know how. You just need to make a decision that that's what you're going to do. And then you got to start working towards it. Just like with this fitness, I'm making a decision right now that I'm getting my fitness back. I plan on right now having less body fat percentage, and I'm still going to be eating healthy. I'm going to be very regulated on everything when I'm through this pregnancy, because I really want to make sure that my, unborn child is really healthy and getting all the nutrients and everything that he or she needs. But I plan on being healthier at the end of this pregnancy than I am now. And that to me is really exciting, because not only am I working on my fitness and my health, but I'm also then setting myself up in a way where when she or he is born, that I'm able to do the things that I want to do with her. So I'm not like tired and sluggish and all the time. I have this energy because I've been working towards it, right? So whenever you're creating, when you're for these modes, everything else, like, it's like the universe is like, ooh, yes, let's fuel her. Let's keep her going because she's creating, he is acting there in this mode. So then it's like this channel, this feedback loop. Because if you notice, when you're not creative, when you're not acting and you're not doing the things that are fulfilling you, we're tired, we're depressed, we have anxiety, all these different things come up. Why is that? Because you're not working on yourself. You are in this state of being and just existing. The law, there's a law that says we either create or disintegrate. We're either growing or dying. So what are you doing? Are you growing? Are you working on yourself? Are you moving forward? Or do you feel like you're slow? Or do you feel like you're staying the same, right? Are you at the same thing, doing the same thing every day, day in and day out, just working your 9 to 5, just existing, right? And then you're like waiting for those weekends or the nights where you're like, yes, party time, like work's over, don't need to think about that. Now I get to have fun. Now I get to spend time with my friends and family. Why wait to the weekends to be able to have that fun and have that excitement and have that joy in your life? Why not make it every part of your day? Have your Mondays, instead of being the worst days, be your best days and the most exciting days. And I know it's really hard sometimes to see that it's possible, because I know for me, I used to not believe it. I used to have everyone telling me, Gillis, you will never be successful. You will never make, lots of money. You will never do these things. I used to fantasize when I was in the Coast Guard. I used to fantasize that I would have my own yacht, and I would always ask them and wonder what they would do. How did they make all this wealth to be able to own this boat? Are they happy? What's created their success, right? Trying to understand what that means, right? In that societal way of quote unquote success. Because you don't have to be making millions to be successful. We don't need to make, a whole lot of money. I mean, majority of people, if you were making 100,000, 150,000, you'd be sitting pretty and be really happy. It's not about the money. It's about what you're doing with your time, right? How much time are you spending with your family that you wish you could be spending? How much time are you slaving away to something that is just destroying your body, or doing these things that doesn't make you happy? That actually does the opposite. That makes you sad or tired all the time. You go home and you just sleep, or you just watch TV all night and just kind of zombie out. That's not growing. That's you working your way towards death. So, what are you going to do? Are you going to do what I'm doing? Are you going to start taking action? Are you going to start changing the actions that you're doing? Really get crystal clear on what it is you want, how you want your life to be, where you want it to be. I mean, fantasize. I want you to dream. I want you to go to what you really feel like is like you've never even gave any kind of second question or thought to, right? Like, what's that dream? What's that thing you've always wished you could do, but you never felt like it was actually a possibility because it wasn't quote unquote realistic? Well, guess what? It's only not realistic if you decide it not to be. I mean, my husband, he is right now in the process of launching and creating a music career for himself. A music career. He was out of it. We were in the military. We had all these other things for years. And he just started like taking it seriously like 2 years ago. And he's making a music video. He's about to launch all of his music. So stay tuned. I'll actually share it with you guys. I'm really excited. I think you'll really like it. But he's taking action on his dreams. Like, you know how many people, like, and still to this day, well, even like with him, they're like, oh, you're going to try to be a musician. Okay. You're trying to make it big, but just wait. Just wait. In the next year or two, you're going to see that he's able to accomplish his dream. He's going to be living and he's going to be touring and doing all the different things that he's always dreamed about. You know why? Because he took action and said, you know what? No matter what, I'm committed and I'm going to do this because I believe in myself. And that is the only difference between someone who's like, I really love music. I really want to do this, but I just, the only 1% of people actually make it, blah, blah. And you create these ideas that society has told you. The reason why there's only 1% is because 1% of people actually ignore the naysayers and actually take the action and believe in themselves to be able to do it. Because guess what? Each and every one of us has unlimited potential inside of us, has unlimited abilities, and can do and be and create whatever it is we want. But why are we holding ourselves back? Why? Because we don't believe. And therefore we don't act. And then we have fear around the things that we don't know, right? The uncertainty. There's a lot of fear with uncertainty. But guess what? If you know what you want, there is certainty. You know that you're going to get there. You just don't know how. And that's what scares you, is you don't know the how. But you know what? Instead of letting the fear get to you, I was talking on this with a live earlier on my other page with my business partner, Abraham. Instead of letting fear be what controls you, because then you are subject to it. You are then victimizing yourself. You are then preventing yourself from the growth. Instead of letting the fear sink in, use that same energy, that same feeling, and shift the perception of it to be excitement. You're excited. You're terrified, but you're excited. Like it's a great thing. It's exciting. You're about to explode and grow and change your life. Because guess what? Nobody can change your life but you. Nobody can change your life but you. I can't change your life. You know that saying, like, you can bring a horse to water, but you can't force him to drink? I could give you all the information in the world. I could give you a business plan. I could do all these different things for you. But unless you truly want it, unless you really have that committed decision and want to, and take action on it, you'll stay exactly where you're at. It's why so many people with these programs and the different things out there, like all these different people post and like all these MSIs and all these different MSIs being multiple sources of income, all these different things that are out there nowadays, they're all doing what? They all created a system where you can generate revenue. They've created these programs because they themselves have used these steps to make it happen. So therefore, if you are dedicated, you truly want it, and you go through the steps of what they're telling you to do, you then can do it. But, here's the big but, if you don't take action, if you don't do it, and then you don't start believing in yourself, and you don't have to believe yourself at first. You can fake it till you make it. You can just, just grin and bear it and just push through and just act as if that is you, right? Just act as if that is already you. You don't have to believe it yet, but as long as you're acting it and then walking the walk, you'll see the results will follow. Everything else will follow. And you, my friends, will end up being free. You free yourself from our own self-imposed bondage. And the thing is most of us don't even know that we're in bondage, that it's us that's keeping us where we are, that we're not happy, we're sick and tired of being where we're at, but we don't know how to change it. We don't know how to change it because we don't realize that it's actually us that's putting us there. We feel like it's, society or circumstances or things like that. That's you looking externally instead of internally. Look inside, make a decision what you want, take action, get after it. I know I am. I'm excited. I've told you what one of my goals is. One of my goals is I will be fitter at the end of this pregnancy than I am now. And I'm really excited to share that with you. I'm really excited to go on this journey. I'm excited to really do all of this. And my other goal is to help as many people see the light, to take action, to stop living this life that isn't how you're meant to be living. That's not fulfilling. It's not joyful. I want you to enjoy life. I want us all to live life on our terms, not in the way that we have believed is how life has to be. It doesn't have to be anyway, but the way we decide it to be. So I hope this serves everyone. I hope you enjoy this. Alan, I hope you have a fantastic day. Thank you for watching, and talk to y'all later.